the Lord just spoke to me. Okay. I fell on my face. Like, you hear about that in the Bible, when people fall on their face. I fell on my face. Okay, I've never experienced that. Whew, it was powerful. Oh, like it was one of those moments. Like I'm having trouble talking about it right now because I'm still in awe. Like I am still, like the breath is like almost just taken out. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like I'm, it's a mixture of feelings. I'm so excited. Um, okay, but I fell on my face. Okay, I can't wait to tell the story. It's not the prettiest story. I'm just gonna start with that. Oh, but man, the way God responded just knocked me flat, knocked me on my face, knocked the wind out of me. And it's one of those moments that you just know He is God. He is God. Mighty, mighty God. He is King. Like, their King is like a flimsy word that doesn't even touch His majesty. Like, that doesn't touch it. Like, He is God. I'm sorry, guys. I've never felt this before. I've never felt this before. And it is, whew, like, it was like a rebuke. Like he was a fatherly rebuke to me, like like child. But at the same time, I feel so amazing and energized and like in awe, like a child. Like this is amazing. This is the best feeling. I'm so excited. Like I've never felt this in my life, and it's greater than any feeling, you know? Man. Oh, it's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop talking about how awesome it is because it's not a pretty story as far as some things go, but man, when the Lord speaks to you and He really speaks to you, oh man. Okay. Anyway, I'm done. Um, so the way this starts out, like I said, it's not very pretty. Um, one of our pastors said recently in a recent service that relationships are messy. Yes. Yes, they are. I'm good at editing videos, so this is going to be my last one cut out, so I'm going to have to, whatever, I'm just going to throw it together. So, let me try this again, telling the story. Um, so relationships are messy. We know that. Anyway, I had friends that were planning to come visit in Germany, and I was so excited, you know, and I really felt like, God was like lining it up and stuff like it. Like it was super weird, super crazy how it happened and everything. But I'm not gonna give full detail on this because I don't feel like I should give full detail on this. But so without sharing too much, I'm just going to say that my friend that was visiting, we were chatting on Facebook Messenger, and I'm used to people disagreeing with me. I mean, come on, like it happens it happens a lot. So it's, but it wasn't an argument. It wasn't anything like that, but we were just kind of sharing our views and stuff like that. And there was nothing like aggressive about it. There's nothing, whatever. We shared our views, and then it just kind of like um, went like that. I got really detailed into my side and everything, which it was totally fine because we have completely opposite views, which is fine. Um, but then at toward the end there was one thing that she said that cut really deep, and I was feeling this overwhelming, like this grip on my heart. It was this grip, and I'd been feeling it for a long time now. And it was something had a hold there, that it had a hold of me. And that last thing that she said just like cut really deep. It just was one of those things that just hits you like, deep. And since I had had that grip on my heart, like I literally could not shake this thing for like a week and a half. And it was just like, um, I don't know, man. I don't know what that was, but so anyway, um, I was hurt, but I was more like, I gotta cut this off somehow. Like I gotta cut this off. And I prayed about it. I talked to a couple sisters about it and everything. So I just decided to politely like explain, you know, like, hey, I think this is going two separate ways and stuff like that. And I wish you the best of luck. I can't even remember what I said. I love these people. I really do. And so anyway, at that point I just felt it so strong that it something needs to be cut off. So I politely explained like, all this stuff, and then I was feeling so strongly about it that I actually blocked her. And I had talked to his sister about it beforehand, and she was like, you don't have to block her. You don't have to do all that. Like, just, you know, say what you gotta say. You don't have to block her. But in my mind at that time, I was like, I gotta, I'm cutting this tie, whatever. But, you know, and then so I felt a release from that. Like, I was released from the situation and everything. But I also felt sad at the same time because these are my friends of 5 years, and I just felt like it was something that I had to do. I don't really know how to explain it, but I went back and um, apologized. Like I just said simply the next day, I went back and apologized. I said, what was it? I said, I just wanted to extend a formal apology. I would like to do it over a call. That would mean more, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that um, the way I reacted to that was not the best. I shouldn't have just, I didn't react the best that I should have, and I really just wanted to apologize to them for being that way. Um, and then so yeah, I had to message it to her husband because my messages weren't going through. It could have had something to do with the block. And he had messaged me back and said, um, what was it that he said? He said, oh, she says that you may have her blocked. So I went to her profile to see if I did, and I was about to message her, and I felt this grip on my heart, like that grip that was on my heart before, that was just like very, I'm telling you, it was stuck in there for like a week and a half, that I was just like, so, it was just like had a hold of me, and it was bad. Like, I don't know what that was. It was painful though. So anyway, when I went to her profile to message her, came back like, like so much so that I like, and then so I just put my phone down and I started praying. I said, God, I need to know. Um, is this a warning from you? Is this something that you're trying to tell me? Is it you putting this on my heart, telling me to, you know, um, or is this like, maybe the enemy trying to keep me from reaching back out to these people and reconciling. I wanted to know either God, this is you telling me to, you know, not do this, not talk or not reconcile and open this back up. Either this is you saying that, or it's the enemy um, putting this pressure on my heart to trying to keep me from reconciling, trying to keep me from, I had already apologized and everything as the best I knew how, but I was like, God, I need to know which is it. Uh, what is it that you want me to do in this situation? I need to know what this is. Um, so I sat there in prayer, and if you've ever prayed, this is where it gets interesting. If you've ever prayed and asked God for an answer, you gotta wait, you gotta be patient, you gotta, expect Him to answer you. And so I was sitting there waiting. I was like, okay, God, I need to know if this is from you, and I need to know what to do. So here I am waiting, and He says to me, look at the time. Okay. So I grab my tablet and I look at the time. It said 4:42. That's what the time was. And I was like, okay, like, if my first thought after that was Ezekiel 44:4, which a lot of people have been talking about lately in like prayer groups and stuff like that, the Ezekiel 44:4, and I had never actually looked it up. I was just like, I don't know, what that is, what they mean by that, and they were saying like certain things about it and everything. So my first thought was Ezekiel 44:4, but the time had been 4:42. So I just got my Bible out and I was like, all right, going to Ezekiel. You know, I heard from the Lord. He told me to look at the time. Got 4:42, and I'm gonna see what's in this thing. All right. So, do you want to know what Ezekiel 44:2 says? I'm gonna tell you. Now, remember the situation and what I was asking him for. Okay. So here is the situation. I had severed ties. I didn't want to sever ties necessarily, but I felt like it was something I needed to do, and it hurt. It really did because I love my friends, but it was something that was just, you know. So anyway, I had severed ties at this point, and I had apologized, and I needed to know if God wanted me to reconcile or what. So I asked for an answer. He tells me to look at the time. It's 4:42. I go to Ezekiel 44:2. This is what it says. Then the Lord said to me, this gate shall be shut. It shall not be opened, and no man shall enter in by it. For the Lord, the God of Israel, has entered in by it. Therefore, it shall remain shut. Have you ever got a more clear answer than that? Have you ever got a more clear answer than that? So when I read that, I was like, that was for me. That was, God spoke to me. I was like, He spoke to me. That was for me. That verse was exactly like He actually spoke to me. And I stood up off the couch. I stood up straight and I was like, Jesus. And as soon as I did, like, I didn't fall like out of, you know, I didn't, my thing keeps freezing up. Do you guys see that? It's like freezing. It's weird. Um, I didn't fall out of like it wasn't involuntary. Like I didn't it's not like he like bowled me over. Like he didn't like make me like he didn't like throw me down, you know. It was like I was standing and then the power I kneeled went from standing to kneeling in like 2 milliseconds. I was like, you are God. It was awesome. Oh, it's so awesome. Man, we've never felt anything like that. Whew, it's great. You know? Like it sounds like it might not be great, but I'm telling you, like it was awesome. You know, and I just got this put on my heart right now, and I just want to encourage everyone. This is what I'm getting right now. If you've never had an experience like that with God, or I mean not just like that, but if you've never had an experience, a real experience with God, and because man, He's so good, um, I encourage you to ask Him. Ask Him, who are you? You know, who are you, God? Like, I want to know. I want to know, you know, people say you're good. Well, you know, what's this about? I want to find out. Just I want to encourage you to take that step because man, there's no feeling like it. And people are like, you can feel it? Yeah, you could. Yes. Yes. It's awesome. Ask God to show you who He is. It's great. Okay. Love you guys. Super excited. Be blessed today. Bye.